So you decided you wanted to start injecting CO2 into your planted tank, but how would you exactly go about doing that? You can go the cheapest route and basically dissolve CO2 inside an upside down cup with a small canister, which can work. In fact, I've had good results with this in the past, but you have to remember to manually release the gas into the cup every day. It's not precisely controllable, and it doesn't work for large aquariums, not to mention it's a bit of an eyesore. And it gets expensive in the long run with the small cartridges. Or you can break the bank and set up a complicated but automated CO2 injection system with a large CO2 tank, which aside from the fact that it's very expensive, it's not very beginner friendly to set up, and it's pretty bulky. So is there a middle ground here? Something that's relatively small, cheap, precisely controllable, and low maintenance? Is that too much to ask? In fact, there absolutely is. It's this CO2 generator system that I found on Amazon for about $100, and paired with a smart socket, I believe it's a perfect solution for vast majority of home hobbyists. In summary, here's how it works. It uses a mixture of citric acid and baking soda, both common household items that are very cheap in bulk, to create carbon dioxide. Instructions are right on the bottle, but the cliff notes is that you add 200 milligrams of citric acid and 200 milligrams of baking soda, add 300 milliliters of water, close the bottle, and wait for it to build pressure. Once the bottle reaches 10 psi, which will take about an hour, it's ready to be used. Included is a bubble counter, which is key to precisely controlling how much CO2 you're injecting into the tank, and another key feature is a solenoid valve, which only allows release of CO2 when it's powered on. So if you use a smart socket, you can precisely control the entire system. For instance, I have my lighting set up to run from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I set my CO2 system to start injecting at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and this happens every single day. I don't have to remember to fill a cup, and if I need to precisely increase or decrease the level of CO2, I can either adjust the operating time window using my smartphone or simply turn the knob to adjust the rate. And as far as maintenance goes, I found that I needed to refill the tank every 2 months or so because it's really only running for about 8 hours a day. But obviously how long it lasts for you will depend entirely on how much CO2 you're injecting. But I'd say this is about as low maintenance as it gets for a cheap setup like this. While it comes with everything that you need, you might want to consider purchasing a better diffuser because the one that comes with it is pretty small and cheap, but even that works perfectly fine. The build quality of the rest of the system is top notch, and I really have no further complaints about that. I hope you guys found this useful. This is a brand new channel, so give me a subscribe and a like if you enjoy this content, and if you're interested in no-nonsense, affordable, and beautiful aquascaping setup, check out my diary playlist. See you guys again.